Hi, how you doing? What's what's going on? Welcome to the replay. What the heck's with my throat? Oh, so I got a frog in my throat. Welcome to the replay. Welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby, and I am the host of this group. It has a new name. I like the new name, Art Fueled Life. I have been dying to change the name to do that. I'll talk about the name change at a different time. Maybe I'll get into it today, but I have so much to talk about today. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. If you're watching in the replay, let me know that you're in the replay. You can write a hashtag I'm in the replay and I missed the live and I'm so sad. There's a Facebook user. Who's that? It is Bobby Hood. What's up, buddy? Bobby, can you hit that eCam link one of these days? Or if you're not going to now, then just write like a B before your comment so I know that's you. But anyway, hi. Kelly's here. Hooray, hooray. Hi, Kelly. Mikey is here. It's always now. Yeah, it is. And Richard, hi, bud. Hey, man. How are you going? Here we go. Yeah, we are going. Okay, so if you're joining in the replay, comment, all that stuff. If you're joining in the live, then also comment. If you're new here, there's that link up at the in the comment and the text of this post that with an eCam link so I can see your face. Otherwise, I see this, and that's annoying. But have no fear. I have a workaround. And I'm going to read my spiel. I'm going to go through the spiel, and then I'm going to come back to the comments. And if you can stick around, I have a little extra thing to talk about today. It's the thing I've been mentioning and hinting at for months now, and I'm finally ready to say this is it. So let us go. Here we go. Let's just start. It's been a hectic weekend. Everything leads to now. Everything leads to right now. This moment, this point in time, this point in space time. Every single thing, every moment of your life has led you to this moment. And it doesn't always feel that way because a lot of times you feel like you're meandering around in the dark. You don't know what the hell you're doing. And this is when I'm meandering, I look like that. And it's like... But it's true. It's the truth. Everything you've done in your life has led you to this moment. You couldn't be here in this moment being exactly who you are if you hadn't done all the things that you did. You'd be different. That's a head trip, I think, sometimes. And the reason why I came up with this topic today is because as I was putting this new thing together, I realized that everything I've ever done fits into this new thing. Every single thing has played a part in this new thing. Whereas in the past, I've tried new things and they were all divergent. They were all over the place. Like this one was over here and this one was over there. And they didn't seem to go together, or I would try to force them together and it was like, get in there, and it's just the square peg in the round hole type thing. It doesn't work when you're trying to make things fit together, but everything just sort of went blah, 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 blah. And there it was. And it was all there. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And the reason it was is because I finally did something that I didn't force into creation. I just kind of let it show itself piece by piece to me, and I patiently waited. And I am really, really, really not good at being patient. Sit down. Go lay down somewhere. My dog is walking around. She's been stuck in here with me. So I got three things for you. Number one is when you're working, when you're realizing that everything leads to now, it's a nice thought, but number one is the path isn't always straight, and it really doesn't always feel that way. I've said this before. It's like I've worked on projects in the past as I'm going down my path of life. I've had this idea. Oh, let me work on this thing, and I get a strike of inspiration to work on a project or a business idea, and it would lead to a certain point, and I would just be like, nah, I don't really like that. And I take it and I put it on a shelf and I forget about it. And then I try to work on some other thing or go in a different path, or I try to. I would try to, I don't know, I would try to massage things into being a little bit better than I like. And the path just seems to go all over the place sometimes. it's really fucking annoying. It really, really is, because you just want to be like, I want to be, I'm here and I want to be there and I just want to go over there and now I'm here. And I wish it was like that, and it's not. And we just kind of have to get used to that, I think, because things don't always seem to go together, and the path just isn't always straight. So number one is just, you just got to realize that and deal with it, and there's no way to fix it. It's just how it works. So understand that and be upset if you want to, but there's no point in that. But number two actually helps a little bit. Number two is to focus on trends rather than look at it from a day-to-day perspective. When you're looking at something from a day-to-day perspective, you see all the ups and downs, right? And when you're going up, it's like, yay, we're going up, I'm happy. And then you're going down, you're like, darn it, I'm sad, And it's like that conjunction, that when you're happy, hooray, or sad, oh, right, that Schoolhouse Rock song. It's like, I wasn't planning on singing that, so it just popped in my head. But that's kind of what it's like. It's like you're on this up and down roller coaster based on how your day is going. When really we need to be looking at the trend of life, because if you come out enough, if you look at your life from a broad enough perspective, from a long enough game view, it's always trending up. It's always trending up. And it's hard to realize how good that is, because we're kind of conditioned to look for instant satisfaction. I think that was my biggest problem with creating the businesses that I've created in the past, is that I wanted instant satisfaction. I wanted instant gratification. Life just doesn't always want to give it to you. And again, I'm not good at that. So, if we can get broad enough, we can see the trend moving up. Here's a good real life example of this that isn't business related or art related even, is weight loss, right? My son and I are working out together, and we're eating better, the two of us, and he's been weighing himself every week, and I've been weighing myself every week, and the two of us have been trending downward, which is nice. Every week we've lost a little bit. This past week, we both lost a little tiny bit, but not quite what we were hoping to. And he got upset, and I was trying to explain to him that just because it even went the way he wanted, it's not like he gained weight or anything like that. But when you're focusing on that instant gratification, your emotions are going to be like a flag in the wind. You're just going to be flailing around all over the place, and you have to kind of reel it in a little bit and look at the longer trend and realize that over the past month and a half, we've both gone from there to here. And even though just in the past week we only went from here to here, that's still a good thing, and it's still trending in the right direction. But even if we gained that much, overall, we're still trending in the right direction. So focus on trends rather than the day-to-day ups and downs. And just finally, to wrap this up, is that as you realize this, that everything leads to this now moment, at some point, that now moment feels better than most moments. When you get a now moment that suddenly feels like, oh, I get it now. This is what it was all for. And those moments happen, and they will continue to happen your whole life. And they're freaking amazing when they happen. And I kind of am having one today, recently, this whole week or so. The funny thing is, though, that as soon as you get there, you see this vast new plateau of new mountains to climb, of new nows to get to, of new things that you want. And so you've been hearing me talk about my whiteboards, and I have this idea for a business, but I don't want to launch a business until I know I have something that I really, really, really want to do and will continue to want to do. The last time I started a Facebook group, I was growing it, I was doing daily fuels, I was teaching people how to use video in their business marketing, and I started creating a course, because that's what I was taught to do. Like, start a group, build an audience, create a course, sell it to them. And I was like, that sounds fun. And I started doing it. And it turned out that I liked running the group more than I liked making the course. And then the next thing you know, I was coaching people. I was getting hired to do all kinds of weird video things. Not like weird video things, but things that I didn't want to do, right? In other words, I wasn't discerning enough in like, what do I want to do as the business? I was just having fun being the group runner. So this time around, I was like, well, I'm feeling the call to start a group again. You've heard me say this before. One day I was just like, I feel like I need to start a Facebook group. I don't know why I'm going to do that, because the last one didn't work out too well. But I did it, and I loved it, and I love this group, and I love everything that we're doing here, and I love doing Daily Fuel every day except Sunday, and I just love it. And I was like, I clearly I love this because I do it every day for free, you know? So I have to figure out a way to turn what I'm doing into a business rather than doing this and then create some other business and now I got to go do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. So here's what I have come up with, and I'm going to just share this with you quick, and then I'm going to get to all your comments. I have come up with this. Facebook groups are a wonderful thing, but they are a horrible, horrible, horrible storage facility. The daily fuels that I've created, they're here, and I do them live. Maybe you catch them, maybe you don't. They're in the replays for a little while. They freaking disappear. They're gone, you know, and there's no rhyme or reason to them. It's like you can't follow along. You can't, even if you search, you can't find things in a curated, logical manner. That's just willy-nilly all over the place. And I realized, why would I want to create a course when I'm already creating the course every single day? Daily Fuel is the content. Daily Fuel is the thing. So this is what I did. I'm taking Daily Fuels. Let me start from the beginning. We will continue the group the way that it is. The group is not changing. Every single day, there's Daily Fuel. I'm doing it live in the group. You're in the group. You get to watch it for free. It will be in the replay for free. You can watch that for 7 days. After 7 days, I'm taking them out of the group and I'm putting them into a curated library on my website. And it's going to be a membership place where you pay a monthly membership and you get access to all the Daily Fuels. So if all you care about is being in the group, posting art, watching Daily Fuel once in a while when it's live, and you're happy with that, well then none of this applies to you. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. If you want to continue having access to all the Daily Fuels and be able to search them and be able to go back to them and be able to follow along with them, that's what I've built, and that's what is there. And so I've created three ways to support what I'm doing. Because here's the thing. I realized I want to do this. This is what I want my business to be. In order for this to be a business, I need support. I need to get paid by somebody for something. So I came up with 3 ways that we could do this. The first way is be in the free group and support me somehow, like a Patreon kind of a thing. Rather than start a Patreon page, I'm a web designer, so I just built it myself with PayPal. It's just called Support Quantity. You can do $1. You could do $1 a month. You could do $50 a month. You could do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. It's put in your own amount and put in your own frequency, and that's it. So if you're broke, don't worry about it. Don't pay me. Just be here and be a part of it and add your energy to it. If you've got money and can support it, then please do. For that part, that's just supporting it as a patron, and you get to be in the group. And if you support it with $0, you're still in the group. Nobody's getting kicked out of the group for not paying. The second one is what I'm calling Quantity Plus. That is the curated library of Daily Fuels. From day one of this group, I have them all. And I have them indexed, and I have them searchable, and I have them in categories, and I have them, and they're freaking amazing, and they're a treasure trove of things. So if you want access to that, I'm asking for $33 a month, and you get access to all of them and all future ones. As I make them in the group, they're going in the library. So that's that. The third one is, I'm calling it Quantity Pro. That was Quantasy Plus. You get Daily Fuel. Quantasy Pro is a little different. You get all that. Quantasy Plus, you get all the Daily Fuels. Plus, you also get what I'm now calling Daily Fuel Pro. Once a week, I'll be doing a special Daily Fuel called a Daily Fuel Pro. It will be specifically about branding, marketing, sales, mindset, all the stuff for business, for art-fueled business. If they're really popular, then I'll start doing 2 a week. But I have it set where it's 1, maybe 2 a week. They'll be free in the group, replays for a couple of days, and then take them out of the group and put them into the Quantasy Pro library. In that library will also be a bunch of bonus material, which I'm not going to get into now. It's on the website. I'm going to give you the link in a minute, and if you would like to, you can go look. So I don't need to go over it here and go over it there. But that's what I'm doing. I've also decided, since I need to kind of jumpstart this, I've been very upfront about this. I don't have much interest in building a long-term coaching program clientele. I don't want to become a coach for the long term. However, I really like you guys, and I would like to offer what I'm calling Quantasy one-on-one with a very select few group of people. I'm launching this as kind of a beta program to see if it works for me and to see if it works for you. It's not cheap. I'm going to tell you that right up front. And it's $3,300. So I'm telling you that. It's a 4-week program. It's intensive one-on-one Zoom calls or video calls or whatever, and we will work through the issues of your business, whether it's branding or marketing or sales or head trash or whatever. Everybody has a different thing that's stopping them, that's blocking them, and I will help you figure them out, root them out, and get rid of them so that your business can take off. That program is not going to be for everybody, and I quite honestly don't even know if it's going to be for me, but I'm willing to give it a shot with somebody who is willing to give it a shot with me, and that's what that costs. So when I send you to the page in a minute, it's not up, so don't go looking for it. There's an application if you're interested. If you're not, don't even worry about it. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's what I've been working on. This is the business model that I have finally come up with that makes my heart sing, that makes me feel like I can't wait to get out of my freaking bed in the morning and work on this, because I want to just be working on Daily Fuel constantly and be working on my art and share that with you guys. And the final thing I'm going to say, you've noticed that I've revamped the look and feel of this group, the banner image, the name, the fonts that I'm using, and the damn it and the things lately, and the logo, right, and everything like that. Everything has this cyberpunk, high-tech, sci-fi look to it, because I'm figuring out how to tie in the video graphic novel that I'm building and the music project that's going with it into this one all-encompassing thing, because it's all me. I'm creating the music and the graphic novel all as inspiring daily fuels in a different format, as an entertainment format. That's not going to be part of the things that I'm selling in the other place, but I'm just explaining why everything has this cyberpunk look, because that's really me. That's what I'm about. And I've just said, screw this, man. I'm just being me. I'm not making something that I think is going to appeal to a wide swath of people. I'm making stuff that shows you who I am. If you're on board with who I am, then get on board, because this train is going fast. If you're not, that's quite all right too. You don't have to be. But anyway, I hope that you're happy with the direction that I'm taking things, and that you'll stick around, because, man, I got some places I want to go. And the first place I want to go is to the comments and see what you people have to say. I see some essays here, so that's always scary. Let's see, Crimson is here. Hello, hello. And Marcia said, hello, Bobby. I love the new name. Thank you, Marcia. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And hi, Brob. Oh, that's my dad. My dad's here. Hey, Dad, how are you? That's a nice surprise. So here's a funny story. My dad called me Brob because it started as an accident. I was always Bob, and my brother is Brian, and so my dad, we'd be upstairs when we were kids, and my dad would come to call us from the bottom of the stairs. He'd want to talk to one of us or whatever, and he'd yell up the stairs, "Hey, Brob," because he mix our names together, and it kind of stuck. And so he calls me Brob. So that's funny. And I love you too, Dad. Nice to see you. Ray says, I'm here, but don't expect much. Tooth pulled. Oh, yeah, I hope you're feeling better. I know you, well, at least your tooth got pulled. That's good. Waiting for the freezing to leave. But on the plus side, fourth grade grad, Charlie B. Sweet little girl born today. Oh, your fourth great grandchild. So I guess it's all on the upside. See, everything's trending up. Good for you. Congratulations, Ray. That's a wonderful, wonderful news. Everybody's got good news today. Great. Crimson, I think my path is a spiral. Why else would we circle back to things we thought we were done with? The spiral thing. Yeah. Crimson. This is something we talked about a long time ago, but you just reminded me of it. I don't even think you were in the group when I was thinking about this. The first time, the idea of a spiral that you're going up, but it's like a spiral staircase, and every time you come around, you're like, here's that freaking thing again, and then you're going around, and you're like, oh, I'm back on life, and everything's good, and then you're coming around the bend, and it's like, that freaking thing again, and it's like, why? It seems like you're back in the same spot, but you're not. You're trending up. You're spiraling up, but you're spiraling, and you're coming back and around because you're. We'll talk about it. That's a different daily fuel. But thank you. That's a good one. Yellow. Hi, Robin. How are you? The long and winding road to get back home, to right this very moment. Like you said, it's a head trip. Yeah, it is a head trip. So I'm glad you guys are here to share it with me. Thank you. Amy, hi. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for showing up tonight. I know it's late by you. Danielle's here. Hello. Hi, everyone. I will watch the replay. Okay, cool. And can't click on that. There it is. Crimson, I like looking at the broader picture. You're right with not looking for instant gratification and focus on the bigger trend. I'll have to remember that. It's not easy to remember it because the bigger picture is never right in front of our face. We're always walking around looking at, the right now is like this. It's like right in your face. It's like, I can't get away from this freaking thing. But the bigger picture, you really gotta push that away. You have to force it away, and you have to really imagine the bigger picture. You can't even really see it because you're constantly surrounded by reminders of the right this very second. The bigger picture lives in here. That's why the energy work is so important. The meditations, the all the things that get you out of the minutia of the every, right? Get you out of that and get into that quantum state. That's why I called this Quantum Odyssey, not Minutia Odyssey. Who wants that? That's lame. Kelly. I am probably going to pass out tonight. Can I just tell you before I read this? Hang on. I am going to pass out tonight. I wanted to have this live and talk about this and share all of this with you last week. My goal was like last Wednesday or Thursday or something. And then I realized that wasn't going to happen. And then Friday I knew it was graduation. So I wasn't going to do it Thursday and not be around Friday. And then I said, all right, I'll just put it off to Monday. That gives me plenty of more time to get everything done. Can I tell you that I got the last thing done before doing this live, about 5 minutes before doing this live? I don't know why that always. If I gave myself an hour to do it, I'd get it done in an hour. If I gave myself 6 weeks to do it, it would be like for 6 weeks. It's crazy. Anyway, I was up really early, got everything done, and I'm going to finish this live and probably go. So... Kelly says, I like how you said zoom out. Focus on the larger picture of your path and not just the moment that feels like it was bad or a misstep on the journey. That's it. Yeah, it's like you have to zoom out. You have to imagine your life as this... Wow, you okay? She wants to go outside. As this broader picture, and it's hard to do. But it takes practice. But if you practice it, you can do it. If we look through the eagle's perspective on our life, that's neat. We can see ourselves on our whole journey through wiser eyes and have compassion for ourselves in the hard parts. and praise ourselves for times that we excel and thrive. Yeah, by the way, it's really okay. Let me let her out. She wants to get out of this room. Hang on a second. You can leave. Goodbye. Dogs don't care that you're doing a live. They just don't care. Anyway, yeah. So here's the thing. It's like I don't mean you can't live your life in the present moment, like understanding what's going on. And if something is happening that you're not. She's like, I'm gonna go stand on your head. If something is happening that isn't like the greatest thing in the world and you realize it, you can go and fix it. You can work on it. You can realize, oh, this requires my attention, so I'm gonna fix this. I don't mean like I'm gonna ignore that and I'm just gonna pretend, like I'm just gonna look at my life over the span of 20 years and realize that I'm better off than I was 20 years ago. That's not really what I'm saying. And also when you have a day where the upswing just feels amazing, ride it, feel it, love it, be excited about it, share it, shout it from the rooftops. It's awesome. Did I read that one? Yes, I did. Robin, Kelly's comment was longer than your comment. You guys are working out too? Building muscle adds weight, which replaces fat. So a small decline is mostly like a bigger decline than you think. But thank you. I was trying to explain that to him, that you're also probably gaining muscle now. So you're losing fat, but gaining muscle. And muscle weighs more than fat. So, you're going to eventually see a weight gain. He is for sure, because he's not even 16 yet. He's gonna get bigger and bigger. He's gonna be my height. He's not gonna be my height at 150 pounds. He's gonna be a monster. Maybe that might make your son feel better. Nah. He's got to learn this. That's why I make these. I make these videos for my kids in the future. I don't make them for you. Sorry I'm late. That's okay. Hi Haley, how are you? The lion sleeps tonight. I will catch up beginning in the replay. Cool beans. Content repurposing. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what this is. It's content repurposing. And in the old days, what I did was I was thinking in terms of doing daily fuels and then kind of repurposing them by redoing them in a different format. And man, the energy just wasn't there. It was like I was trying to take all the best nuggets of information from these kinds of lives. I used to do the same kind of a thing in my old group, but to be honest with you, it wasn't this energetic. I had some good ones, but I feel like they're all good in this group. This group is unbelievable. And then I would say, let me take the best nuggets of information and make it into a more packaged, amazing looking thing. But I felt like the energy was just never there. It didn't have the same impact that this has, even though these are a little bit more roundabout and maybe it takes 10 minutes to get to the point sometimes. But and they weren't fun to make. I just was like, I don't want to do this. So I'm not. How's that? Kelly, I am so happy for you. Thank you. Truly just ecstatic. You being you and offering your wisdom and assistance is a bright line shining in the world. I wish you all the best in all these adventures. Oh, and I love that the pricing is all threes. Yeah, I was working that out too. I was like, I gotta do everything in threes. Marsha, I love the business concept you've developed. Thank you. It's storming here with a tropical storm coming in, so I've missed some of this. The Wi-Fi is crazy. I will go over the replay. Thanks, Bobby. Thank you, Marsha. Appreciate that. Be safe. I'm late. Sorry. I'll have to be a replay legend. That's quite all right. Good morning. She's in Australia. That's why I say good morning. Richard, a goal is a dream with a deadline. Yeah. Project sounds good. It will be a fantastic resource for creatives. I think that it will. I really, really think that it will. And I want to go through each one on my own. It's like I realized. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. Check this out. I have just to kind of give you an idea, right? I have my, I do my spiel, right? Hang on a second, guys. I wasn't prepared for this. I just thought of this. I'm sorry. So I do my spiel every day. I've got it hanging on the thing, right? So I do a daily fuel. I write up one of these. It's not a script. It's just oh, I want to say this stuff in this order, and it's like I won't remember. So I write it down like this, and it hangs under my camera. So I'm constantly looking at you, and then I'll glance down, and then I'll look back at you, right? I've written one for every daily fuel, and I've kept them. This is them since September. This isn't even a year yet. And this was with a month off that I took a month off. So I've kept every single one. And what was my point? My point was this, that's how many daily fuels are in this library. There are 170 something right now, and we'll be adding 6 a week. So that's what you're getting. Kirsten, really excited for your new adventure. Thank you. Yes, just do what you love and know it's your dark path lighting up. Absolutely. We are walking with you. I'm glad about that. Glad to have you as a beacon of light in our art-fueled journeys. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And my wife is here. I told her to be quiet because you were on your live and she didn't care. No. What a bitch. She's talking about my dog. Yeah, I don't know why I let her out of the room because I knew she'd make more. Well, anyway, she's laid down. She's quiet. Kirsten, I've been on an emotional roller coaster the last week. Fear, faith, bravery, guilt, etc. When I begin to feel stuck, I just do my art until the stuck goes away. It's been helping get through the muck. That's great. You know, you're using your art as a meditation tool to get your mind. What you're saying when you feel that, right? The fear, the faith, the bravery is interesting, and the guilt. Guilt is a hard one, right? When you're feeling those things, you're having these ups and downs. You're in your ego mind, but when you're working on your art, your ego mind kind of quiets, and you're just working from your heart, and so that's why it helps so much. So keep doing that. It doesn't have to. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting with your eyes closed in the dark. Going, it doesn't have to be that. That's always a great thing to do, but it doesn't have to be that, especially on days where you feel like that's just not doing it for you. Sometimes get your hands in the clay and get for you, almost literally, it's like get your hands in the paper and the paint and start making something really interesting. Maybe make something you've never made before, and it just makes your brain work differently because you can't even do what you do on autopilot because now you're working with a different medium. We have this ability, we have this superpower. We're artists. We can do something that most people can't. And it's freaking amazing. Hi. How you doing? Nice to see you, Blake. Well, Blake swooped in and stole the booby prize there. That's the last comment, so we could be done. And I'm going to direct you now, if you want. You can go to my website, not right this second because it's not turned on. After I end this live, I'm going to go turn it on, but it's fuelblue.com. It's, hang on a second. How do I do this? How do I do this? fuelblue.com. Add. There it is. That's it. It's fuelblue.com. Go there. Not now. It's not on. It'll be on in a few minutes when I end this. You go there, and if you're interested, you can support me in some way. You can join Quantasy Plus. You can join Quantasy Pro. You can apply for the Quantasy 1-to-1. You can do all of those things right now in a few minutes. And if you're watching this in the replay, then it's already on. And it doesn't have to be immediately. If you'd like to do one of these things, but you can't do it today, tomorrow's fine. So that's it, guys. I will let you go. I will thank you very much for hanging out with me. And my dad said, have a good night. So now my dad gets the booby prize. You know, I don't think my dad's ever won the booby prize. So I'm gonna give it to him today. So Dad, congratulations. You got the booby prize today. And I will say goodnight. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you for making this group what it is with me, and because I just love it, and I'm so appreciative for it. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Best of luck with your site. Thank you, Crimson. Appreciate that. Okay, guys. Bye.